I'm not gonna look at the camera while I'm driving, I swear to God. Guys, doing a day of vlogging today. PMS vlogging, the best type. I'm taking a walk pre-shower, pre all the things. It's a little chilly, but one big tip I have during PMS is to move your body, get out, take a walk. And it is cold, yes, but it's actually very invigorating to be out here. So I'm gonna walk for probably about an hour. I already ate breakfast. If you didn't see that, I had liver chips and butter, which is a PMS staple. I am due to get my cycle today or tomorrow. It's been right on time for the last 8 months since I switched over to high-fat carnivore, so I can rely on that. But here come some people, so I'll be right back. Okay, I dipped into the woods and I'm on my phone, so sorry it's a little shaky, but I thought we could do a little walk and talk. And I'm still not used to holding my phone out in front of me, talking into it in public. At home I'm cool with it, but in public it's still weird. But anyway, I am excited to show you guys what I'm eating today. And the thing is, like, it's every month can be a little different. Some months, the only way I know that my cycle is coming is that I have an app that tells me, and it's usually accurate within like I said, like a day or two. But this month it's obvious, so I'm like, let me just vlog it. Let's just talk about this. And so many things can cause you to have PMS, more stress. I've definitely had more stress. Getting through Thanksgiving and being around all that food was hard this year, even though I did it last year. I mean, this is only year 2, but it was still challenging for me. And so I think that was stressful. My daughter's 13th birthday was 2 days ago. And so trying to do that and get that perfect, I don't know. Yeah. So the stress can absolutely make you have more PMS. And for me, the PMS, if I have it, it's like anywhere from 3 to 5 days before that cycle usually starts. Again, depending on my stress level, the severity of it. And for me, what it is, the severity is not debilitating cramps or anything like that like it used to be. Like, it used to be debilitating cramps and just like cranky, mad, angry for like 2 weeks. Now it's 3 to 5 days, if I get it, of me being a little cranky. I get zits in weird places, like the inside of my nose or like in my eyebrow, which is, I guess, better than like all over your face. And I'm a lot hungrier. So I usually just eat more fat. So I'm going to show you that today, how much fat I'm actually going to eat, because I don't want to get hungry, because I might make a poor decision because I am already kind of cranky. So eating enough, making sure you're eating enough and eating enough fat is going to be really important. Okay, I'm about to get back out to the street now, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys for the next meal. Okay, this is called delaying my shower. I hate washing my hair. I love my hair, but it's such a pain to wash, and I have to do it today. I'm actually going to run to the drugstore really quickly, but I had a thought as I was kind of walking the rest of the way about stress and PMS. And just like, I totally forgot the big stressor. It wasn't Thanksgiving. It wasn't necessarily my daughter's birthday, which those two things are stressful. You know, my daughter has non-speaking autism. And so every year that she gets a little older, I do stress out about what are we going to do? What's the future going to look like? But that was compounded this year a bit because my dear darling I've mentioned this in a couple other videos, but she got up in the night and we were both dead asleep and she flooded our bathroom. So, and the whole downstairs consequentially. So we've had all these dehumidifiers and fans and all this disruption in our house. They told us that they need to rip the bathroom out and they need to rip the hallway floors out, which I'm not going to let them do. We're thinking about moving at some point soon anyway and just renting this house out. But I've been in a construction zone before when my house is getting renovations, and I'm not doing it again, especially with a non-speaking autistic child. So, that's not gonna happen. But I was just literally like laughing at myself because I'm like, oh, stress and PMS, and I'm like, why is my kind of irritation and some of my symptoms like a little bit worse this month than others? And it's because of a very stressful month. So a little more TLC, a little more food, not gonna slip into the sugar carb binge because that will not help. It will make me feel a lot worse. But before I ran to the drugstore, I just wanted to throw that in. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys again in a minute when I'm making. Time check, 10:52. I'm about to heat up some of this chicken broth in a saucepan for a little morning drink. I'm also gonna have an egg yolk and a little pat of butter with my broth. All right, guys, I'm having lunch. I'm going to have some of this ground beef that I got from a local farm here. It is also where I get my raw butter, but I am just going to keep this as simple as possible and throw this ground beef into this skillet and have this with some butter. So I'll show you the cooking process and finished product. All right, I'm cooking my meat. I'm not gonna cook it for very long because I kind of like it a little rare, but I might have this for dinner also, I don't know. A lot of times I'll cook ground beef and I'll say I'm gonna have it for both meals, and then at dinner I'm like bored and I want something different, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens. So I actually have some of this beautiful fat from White Oak Pastures. I just cut myself off a chunk. I'm gonna weigh it out because I can overeat this stuff easily. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna eat 1.334 ounces as a little snack. I'm not gonna look at the camera while I'm driving, I swear to God. I'm paying attention to the road. Going to pick up my daughter. Just had a very busy day, productive, got a lot of filming done. Went live in my December Healthy for the Holidays group, talked to them a lot about addiction. A lot of people are really struggling right now with addiction, with the sugar, with the binging and all of that. So we talked about that. My biggest piece of advice is eating enough fat and not being afraid of it, not being afraid to eat enough food, period. So yeah, speaking of which, I did have a huge chunk of beef fat. It's in my fridge right now. I'm actually gonna break down all the rest of that fat that you saw, that big chunk, and then put it back into my freezer because it's not very good just from the fridge. It still does the job, but I like to have it from the freezer. Usually I will cut it off of a block that's in my freezer, but I'm gonna have to go back to breaking it down because I did that. I cut my finger really bad. the other night I was hungry for some fat before bed, so that's what happened. But anyway, I'm at the school to get my daughter. Just want to do a little check-in. I'll be back for dinner. Okay, this is why I never vlog, because I'm exhausted. And so, all right, I'm home from my mom's. There's my dog and my daughter waiting for their dinners, but I want to tell you what I'm having really quickly. I'm not going to go through and do the whole, like, show you how to cook it. I'll link some other videos below where I've made the egg pudding before, egg yolk pudding. But I'm putting some ground beef in the bottom of the egg yolk pudding. Probably 3 ounces of the ground beef, and then I will use 5 egg yolks from White Oak Pastures, and about a half a cup of my chicken broth, my meat broth. She got a karaoke machine for her birthday. Okay, anyway, so that's gonna be my dinner. I will show you the finished product, but I just wanted to check back in really quickly and kind of show you what I'm having for dinner. All right, I'll be back. All right, so here's the egg yolk and broth mixture. I'm gonna grab some of this ground beef, just a little tiny bit. Go ahead and just drop it on in there, okay? And then drop my mixture into the pot. And I will show you the finished product. All right, so this is how much butter I'm eating. My pudding is almost ready, my meat pudding, but that's it, guys. I will vlog again soon, I promise, showing you more days of eating, but that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment below if you want more videos like this, if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.